Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, my name is Attendant Ademi. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you and telling you and explaining the difference between a commercial cabin crew and a VIP cabin crew. In this explanation, I'm going to be explaining more about the work schedule, about the training, the layover, and responsibilities, so that it can guide you on deciding if you want to transition from the commercial cabin crew to the private jets, to private aviation. Hi, the reason why I'm able to tell you more about these two career decisions is because I have experience in both. So let me first of all start by talking about training. As a VIP cabin crew, you are responsible for your own training. The company is not going to train you and train you on the aircraft and all that. That is your own personal responsibility. You might say, why should they train me? Why shouldn't they train me? Am I not going to be working for them? See, let me tell you, it's a personal investment. If you are really interested in going into private aviation, it's very important that you go through training. And another reason why you should go through training is it gives you an outline of what the job entails. It's totally different from the commercial airline. Working for a commercial airline, their procedures are totally different because their client base is totally different. So I advise that wherever you are based, try as much as possible to Google trainings that are relevant to the private aviation in your country, but make sure that you train yourself and you are responsible for that training. The private aviation is not going to train you. If you even look at most of the if you look at those that actually advertise their recruitment, you see that they already want someone who is already experienced in a certain aircraft type. They already want someone who is already experienced in that type. And most times, even if they don't really bother about, some don't bother about the training, they are very particular of the fact that you already have a commercial cabin crew flying experience. But I would advise you that if you want to get a private aviation job on time, go for training. There are a lot of training people that do training. I know that in US and in Europe, flights, there's one called flight safety, and if you Google it, it will come out. So Google the private aviation training that is relevant in your country base, and it will guide you on what step to take. Okay, another thing about the private aviation that is totally different from the commercial aviation is layover. When you work for a commercial airline, when you go for your layovers, most times the highest your layover is, except there's an issue, is usually between 12 to 24 hours, and you're back in your country base. But with private aviation, sometimes you can be on a 72 hours layover, 7 days, 2 weeks. It's all tied to the clients, what the clients have requested for. So with private aviation, you have longer layovers. With commercial aviation, the highest is 24 hours. When it's getting to 48 hours, maybe there's a technical issue, or maybe weather, there's maybe something that is beyond the control of the airline. But with private aviation, there's every possibility that you can spend 3 days in a country, 7 days in a country, depending on the clients that you are working with at that time. Another difference is work schedule. With private aviation, most times you really don't even have a work schedule or a setting roster. Most times they work with their clients, and it depends on how the company that you work for. When I mean works, for commercial, you get your roster every 2 weeks or every end of the month, so you already have an idea of what you're going to do throughout the month. But it's not like that with private aviation. They can call you out of the blue to come and operate a flight. But one benefit with private aviation is that you get more days off. You have more days off compared to the commercial. We have days off in commercial car, of course you know that, but with private aviation you have more days off. Another difference which I know a lot of people are so interested in is the fact that in private aviation you tend to earn more money. Yes, you earn more than what you earn in commercial aviation. That is one thing that a lot of people always ask me, that do you earn more than? Yes, you do earn more than that. However, you will work more than the work that you are doing in the commercial airline, because if you already had a problem with the responsibilities with working with a commercial airline, you also have that with private aviation. Because let me tell you something about private aviation. You are the only one on board with your pilots and your first officer and the clients on board. You are the one, most times you will clean toilets, you will clean the aircraft, you will order for catering, you will make sure that every single thing is on board. When I mean every single thing, in commercial you have the catering the catering is brought to you, and you check it, you make sure that it's complete. But in private aviation, sometimes you are even the one who's going to get the catering. Sometimes you are going to be the one to even clean the cutleries, the plates. You're the one who is going to check the lavatory and make sure that it's up to date. The lavatory is smelling good. Sometimes you might even have to use your money to do certain things, because at that point in time, that's your office. That's your you might even have to you will have to clean the chairs, because that small aircrafts is your office. And if you're working in if you're the type that maybe you fly for the royal royal family, it's still your office, and it's your responsibility to make sure that every single thing is on board. It's not like commercial where you are up to like 10 or more than 10 or 20 working on board, so it's very easy for you to delegate something to the R2, delegate something to R1. There's no R1, there's no R2. You are the L1, you are the R1, you are the R2. You are the one who is going to do all the jobs, and you need to prepare yourself. You need to be active, and you need to be very resourceful. So make sure that when you're getting into this, you're not just thinking about I'm going to be earning more money and I'm going to be getting more days off. No. You're going to work. You're going to work for the times that you're going to fly. It's going to involve you being responsible. You are going to take care of the pilots too. You are also, that. So it's very important that you have the idea that it's not about luxury life, going on board, and the next thing you now realize that it's not as luxurious as you thought it was. Let me remind you, it's a job and you are required to work. So that's all in my video today. I hope you gained something from my video today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have other videos also for you to watch. Don't just watch only this video. And I'm very sure that with watching this video, you've been able to determine if you want to go into private aviation or not. Stay blessed. My name is Attendant Adeyemi.